It's the final two games of the first half of this Premier League season, and it's two away trips for Manchester United. The first of which is at Goodison Park to take on Everton, and then the second is against Norwich City, who are struggling at the bottom of the Premier League, and that's at Carrow Road. Highlights from both those games coming up next. So we enter the final days of 2020 in the Premier League, with the title race not being as clear-cut as we once thought. But despite that, Jose Mourinho's unbeaten record has gone on very, very long. 17 plus games now. We're in game 18 of the season, and it's not a foregone conclusion, but Chelsea and Manchester United still trying to keep up. But with the red hot form Manchester United is on, you'd think they would be higher, but well, what a time for Everton to come up and join the party here at Goodison Park this afternoon. Jordan Pickford is probably going to have his hands full all afternoon with this red hot Manchester United side. They deserve to be higher, but Chelsea did win last week, and Jose Mourinho kept his winning streak going. So United just need to keep on pressing and keep doing what they're doing. It has certainly been a very unlucky season for that season slump, but Jose Mourinho has exceeded all expectations. As now against Everton, and there is the man circled up in the goal. It is Jordan Pickford, and Moise Kean is up top for them to try and get some goals. And many changes for Manchester United, following on from their thumping of Newcastle, but still the same front two with Greenwood and Rashford. But I think all expectations say that they will not make it to the end of the game. Koulibaly has also stayed, as I think it's Phil Jones that has come in for Victor Lindelof, who put in a really decent shift against Newcastle United. So Gregg Popovich has rested a few and kept on some others. I think with Greenwood and Rashford you can understand why, being that they are, well, Greenwood in particular is on the goal scoring run that he's on at the moment. Moise Kean immediately dealt with by Phil Jones. Aaron Henwood making an away start, which is rare for him usually. It's a Greenwood. Well, inevitable. Absolutely inevitable. Mason Greenwood already. Manchester United on the front foot. This is absolutely unbelievable. Where has this form come from? For Manchester United, they look nowhere in the beginning of the end part of the end part of the beginning of the season, but all of a sudden the Christmas period has come around, and United have really hit on the on switch, and they've kept it held on. Mason Greenwood made it look easy. Jordan Pickford was probably going to be a tough customer for the Manchester United strikers, but not so. Not for Mason Greenwood anyway. We did say Pickford was going to have his hands full, and it's really because Mason Greenwood is just on sensational form for the moment, and as much as Gregg Popovich would probably like to rest his two-star strikers, he can't, because they're just on such form, and Manchester United just need to keep scoring goals and keep getting points, because he is hopeful that eventually Jose and Chelsea will drop points and move them up the table. They're only 3 behind Chelsea, who are 7 behind Tottenham Hotspur at the top. As Phil Jones gets a warning from the referee. This is on the Everton captain Sigurdsson here, and yeah, it's a body check. Right decision. Jones wasn't initially happy about it. It's a free kick that Jeans will take. He'll do well to score from there, although Moise Kean will. Oh, and that's a beautiful goal. Moise Kean, well, he struggled when he came in at Everton, didn't he? I think he got subbed off, coming on as a substitute. But here today, he's made an impact, and that's not what Gregg Popovich needed. Well, rather than being a direct free kick that they scored from, it was a free kick that they scored after it being taken. And to be fair, it's a great header from Moise Kean, to be fair. That is a great header. Towers above Jones. It's a wonderful goal. Can't take that away from Moise Kean. And Everton have got a goal. And I don't think it'll be the last. We've only played 10 minutes. And we've got 2 goals already. And it's one apiece. Marta, Greenwood. Oh, he just couldn't find Rashford. Everton have been really good defensively, to be fair, since the goal. Well, it's a stalemate here. 2 goals in 2 minutes, and that was the end of the action. Everton have done well since then, to be fair. And I think they deserve a draw out of this so far. But that possession stat is appalling. What's happened to the Manchester United who cut the ball last game? Everton won, Manchester United won. Everton have it again with Davis. And Aaron Hibbert fouls him, and that could be real trouble. This could spell real trouble for Manchester United. As Ginge made the assist that made the first goal. Will he take a direct shot here? He will. And he'll go in. Oh. And Ginge has scored another free kick. Manchester United have been really struggling with free kicks this season. And the run is over. Well, there's 4 minutes left, but United haven't really deserved much from this game. Where was the team that played at Newcastle United? They gave them nothing but a sniff. Well, Ginge was a danger man. I don't think he could really blame anyone. It's a wonderful struck free kick. David De Gea and Dean Henderson even just struggled with free kicks all season. David De Gea is perfectly placed there. He is perfectly placed to try and attempt that. Maybe the power send it out of his reach. The run is over for Manchester United then. And, well, Mason Greenwood's goal was cancelled out immediately by Maurice Keane, and Ginge did all the work, really, because he assisted the goal and then scored one himself. Manchester United will look back on this game as 3 points lost. Everton 2, Manchester United 1. So coinciding with our coverage today is another win for Aston Villa as they continue to high fly by winning 4-0 against Newcastle United, a team that are clearly struggling. West Ham United beating Sheffield United by 3-0. Burnley and Bournemouth playing each other to a 2-2 draw, and Arsenal win again 1-0 at Crystal Palace. Wolverhampton Wanderers beat Watford by 2-0. Jose Mourinho, well, this is a crucial one to be fair. 2-0 against Chelsea, and that may just seal the deal, at least for the first half of the season. Tottenham Hotspur looking surefire for the league title. Who would have said that at the start? Brighton of Albion beating Leicester by 4-0. Liverpool winning again against Atlanta by 3-1. Manchester City compounding misery for Norwich City, who won by 1-0. Meaning for the league table, it's now 10 points between Spurs and Chelsea thanks to that win, and a 10-point gap with almost about 20 games to go. It really is looking like Jose Mourinho could be on for his first league title, isn't it? Well, Spurs' first league title rather than Jose's. He's won loads, obviously, with Chelsea. Everton getting ahead of Manchester United. Their win today was vital. Arsenal will close the gap with their win today as well. Manchester City stays 6th. West Ham move on to 7th. Leicester, Liverpool and Aston Villa completing the top 10. Down at the bottom, no change. Crystal Palace now on 3 points behind Watford, with Sheffield United and Norwich City. The misery goes on. They haven't even reached double points yet. Welcome to the final game of 2019, and welcome to the final game of the first half of the season. We are in Carrow Road for Norwich City up against Manchester United. Last against third. It should be a golfing class match, but in this sport you never ever know. And after Manchester United's most recent winning run, the British expected them to carry on against Everton. But Mason Greenwood's goal was cancelled out and then overturned by some good play from Dinich, to be fair. He's going to throw it to his captain Stipperman. He's gone down. Down to Greenwood to Malik, and already Manchester United are bombing forward. And Mason Greenwood has put it in already. Because Mason Greenwood just cannot stop scoring. He has scored in probably about 50% of the games this season. I wouldn't be surprised if he's long top scorer in the league at the moment. We will obviously have a half season look at all the stats we possibly can, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mason Greenwood's name is amongst the top scorers in the league, next to most Spurs players, including Harry Kane, because Mason Greenwood has probably been most of the reason why United are where they are at the moment and not further behind Tottenham Hotspur. They're already a bit of a ways behind, but you never know. The second half of the season could fall apart for Jose Mourinho. You never really know. But in any case, Mason Greenwood has made it 1-0 here, and we probably shouldn't be surprised considering the position of the teams. But once again, Mason Greenwood is making scoring fun and making it look easy. Norwich 0, United 1, as we take this free kick quickly to Cantrell. He's going to run into the box. Many teams have done that against United this season, and they were ready for it. And intercepted by Paul Pogba. And now United back on the ball and back to playing beautiful Gregg Popovich style football. James to Malik. Oh, wonderful touch by Malik, and Daniel James has put it in. And they're back to their Newcastle best, aren't they? It was just a blip at Everton. It was just a blip at Goodison Park. United are back in form here. And watch this by Malik. Oh, that is absolutely wonderful. We left the Norwich man for dust, seeing stars. Daniel James. Look at this touch. Look at that. That is wonderful from Malik. Wow, I could trust Malik, maybe a bit under the criticism radar for not really scoring as many goals as he should probably do. But he was a great assist man there. And Norwich already are feeling the effects of being down at the bottom of the table. Nothing seems to be going right for them. And Manchester United have come to play. Bermuda. So they have a lot of space on the right hand side. Which would be Tellers' left. And Tellers plays an absolutely magical ball to Mason Greenwood. Fernandes leaves it, then receives it from Malik. 3-0. Bruno Fernandes once again leaving it and then receiving it. 3-0. And Manchester United are back in business. And if they can continue playing like this for the rest of the season, they'll shoot back up into the title race as long as Jose Mourinho doesn't score any more wins. But given this season, which is looking a lot like Manchester City's season a couple of seasons ago, when Gregg Popovich first came in, it does have very similarities to that. So if Gregg Popovich can finish second in a league to this, it will be certainly an achievement. And well, today he's proving that the Everton loss was just a minor blip in the road. 3-0, and we're not even at half time yet, and Manchester United are comfortable and in command again. Manchester United already out of sight, of course, by 3-0. Daniel James. I'm trying to test team call from range. They're going to have to probably go back towards the goal at some point. But they're already 3-0 up thanks to Mason Greenwood, Daniel James and Bruno Fernandes. And it is the story you'd probably expect. 20th against third, and third are 3-0 up at the break. And they've had less of the ball. But once again with United, it's what they do with it that actually counts. And there's to Dalot. Cantrell has completely lost him. And Dalot's going to pick out Malik. And Malik is going to pick out James. And it's going to be a corner. Norwich just look absolutely nowhere. They can have all the ball they want. But if Manchester United can just keep doing this, it is not going to matter one bit. And it's going to go out for a corner. Daniel James has really surprised me this season. He's not had the amount of games that you'd expect as others, but when he has played, he has played not to a fault, to be honest. Pogba, and it's in, and it's 4-0. And finally, Manchester United are getting somewhere with corners. As we said earlier, as the doubt comes up for Paul Pogba. It was a wonderful header, it was a wonderful corner, and it was a wonderful goal. United just absolutely in control. What a ball that is from Neves. That's That's another assist for him this season. He may not get goals, but he's getting assists. And that might just be the pick of the bunch. Well, he's wearing Ryan Giggs' previous number. And there, he played much like him. And Paul Pogba brings the dab out for goal number 4. As Manchester United are in control of this game. Norwich 0, United 4. Manchester United just, once again, like they were at Newcastle, just on another planet compared to Norwich. Manchester United, the most exquisite team in the Premier League when it comes to playing football. Oh, Paul Pogba and Mason Greenwood has put it in. Paul Pogba, that was absolutely breathtaking. Manchester United, 5 goals to the good. And they are on a rampage at the moment. This team should be league leaders. It's an injustice that they're not. Look at that ball from Pogba. And Mason Greenwood, he does it again. Because he is just absolutely on another level in this Manchester United side. He's probably giving Coach Parp a few headaches because he wants to probably rest him every now and again, and he can't because Greenwood is just on form at the moment. What a great goal. And what a great pass from Pogba that was. Manchester United showing their class, and this team really do deserve to be league leaders. But they'll take the wins and they'll take the style points, that's for sure. Norwich 0, United 5. United could have another 10 minutes of added on time and they'd win here. It's been so comfortable for them. And they end the new year as they end the year as they begun the season with a win. With 4 more goals. Bruno Fernandes, Pogba, Greenwood and all the rest. And it has been a stroll. The blip at Everton was just that. Norwich 0, United 5. So coinciding with our coverage today, Everton built on their win at Manchester United by beating Villa by 2-0. Sheffield United finally got another win, beating Newcastle by 2-0 in the shock of the day, to be honest. West Ham United beating Bournemouth by 3-1, and Mikel Arteta is definitely back on winning ways as he beat Burnley by 1-0, his team. We've lost connection to the server somehow. Not sure how that works, but we don't need it. Watford beat Crystal Palace by 3-1, and the same scoreline was at Chelsea, keeping the pressure on the top. And it probably counted for something, because Leicester City did manage to get a point against Tottenham Hotspur, but it still means that Jose Mourinho has been unbeaten for the first half of this season. An incredible run by Spurs. Liverpool 1, Brighton 0, and Manchester City 3, Southampton 1 were the final 2 scores of the day. So, with half the season played, this is the state of play. Tottenham on 51 points, and they are about, I think it's 8 points clear of Chelsea at the top. Yeah, I think it's 8 points. A 33 goal difference. That is insane. Chelsea on 43, 2 points clear of Everton. Manchester United trying to keep up with the chasing pack. They are still in the top 4, and Arsenal's win keeps the pressure on them as well. City, in fact, there's no changes in the top 13 in terms of position. The first change comes with Watford in 14th, and then moving Wolves, Southampton and Brighton down a place. As for the bottom 3, it's been this way for a while. Palace with Sheffield United and Norwich City. Norwich City still not in double figures after the first half, but Sheffield United have finally broken into that threshold. But Brighton and Hove Albion currently on 16 points, as safety is looking a bit distant.